chakti mpatamba Prime TV2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakti na mlefu okumva amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishapusana bakanyekanye mukumipekanisisha amadiashi konse kuntumletu mfuila maliba abaiteanya inshita yonse kumulabasa wenu wa Prime TV2. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembila nsuma mumishi yenu.
Early in the morning, fire on the stove, love in a pie, that's the life we know. From the fields to the table, every bite it shows. Primarily me, the taste of home. Primarily me, the taste of home. Primarily me, the taste of home. Mama in the kitchen, we never eat alone. Primarily me, the taste of home.
Prime Meal, pure, proudly Zambian, the taste of home.
What do we stand for? We stand for possibility, for the belief that every tomorrow begins with a choice made today. We stand for growth, for curiosity that pushes boundaries, for knowledge that prepares you not just to adapt, but to lead. We stand for community, for minds that don't just think, but connect, for hands that don't just build, but uplift. We stand maker of solutions, a believer in dreams, a contributor to something greater than yourself. This is where purpose meets possibility. This is where futures are built. Chas Brook Bassar University, where you stand for what matters.
Hello and welcome to News Flash on Prime TV2, the home of breaking news. We're coming to you making headlines. Bodies Oma District urge urgent repair of dangerous Macha Moyobe Road and Bridge. Opposition People's Party leader Sebastian Kopulande has warned the Electoral Commission of Zambia that the move to scrap. With the news in detail, Zambezi District Health Director Dr. Daka Dingani has thanked the government for the swift response and dispatching a helicopter to retrieve the bodies. Dr. Dingani explains that Zambezi West Bank is usually cut off for 3 to 4 months each year during the rainy season, making access to the area extremely difficult. He has further noted that the death of the health worker has created a significant gap in health service delivery in the area. Dr. Dingani has since appealed to authorities to consider installing mobile network towers in Nyachikai and surrounding areas to prevent residents from risking their lives crossing flooded rivers in search of network coverage. The two died after the dugout canoe they were traveling in capsized while they were on their way to the western province side of the river to submit their monthly reports due to lack of mobile network coverage in Nyachikai, where they were stationed.
The bodies of a teacher and a health worker who drowned while attempting to cross the Lutembwe River in Zambezi West have been retrieved and transported to Zambezi District Mortuary on the East Bank, where they are awaiting burial. Zambezi District Health Director, Dr. Daka Dingani, confirmed the development to Prime Television Zambia and expressed gratitude to the government for promptly facilitating a helicopter to recover the remains. He explained that the West Bank are usually inaccessible for up to 4 months during the rainy season due to flooding.
I would like to appreciate the government of the Republic of Zambia for their swift action yesterday in providing the helicopter, which helped us to transport the two bodies. For Zambezi, actually, the West Bank gets cut off for 3 to 4 months every year when it's rain season, like this time around. So if people actually have to access the health services at the general hospital, which is on the bank, they use the mode of transport they use usually is an ox cart, which takes about 3 to 4 days. And now you can imagine if the bodies were to be transported on an ox cart, it could have taken that duration. And already by that time, the bodies could have gone into a decomposed state, worsening the devastation we already have right now. And you could see even the impact on the community could have been worse. So we sincerely appreciate the support from government.
Dr. Dingani described the loss of the health worker as a major setback to service delivery in the district, adding that the district health office will engage authorities to expedite recruitment to fulfill the vacancies, and also appealed for the installation of mobile network towers in Nyachikai and nearby communities to prevent residents from risking their lives in search of network connectivity.
So my last words, as usual, I would like to extend my appreciation once again to government for what they have done, and they need to keep up at this speed. It's just an emphasis that government should consider installing network towers in Nyachikai area, not just Nyachikai area. They should also look around other places where there's no network so that those people have that facility, as opposed to them going to access network, crossing the rivers that are heavily flooded, which ended up getting the lives of our loved staff.
Jackson Mwansa reporting for Prime Television News in Northwestern Province.
Residents of Mbabala constituency in Choma district, Southern Province, have expressed concern over the deteriorating condition of the Macha-Muyobe Road and bridge, which they say poses a high risk to patients, especially expectant mothers. The community says they are tired of empty political promises, noting that the road and bridge have remained in a poor state since 1964. Speaking in an interview with PTV2 News, one of the residents, Everson Chaba, says he has witnessed multiple deaths and loss of property due to the hazardous road and bridge. Meanwhile, Macha Ward Councillor Cholwe Muambasu has revealed that the government, through the Constituency Development Fund, has allocated about 3.1 million kwacha for the construction of a safer crossing point at Muyobe. John Shikabe has more details in the following report.
The state of Macha-Muyobe Road and Bridge has been a constant source of concern for the resident of Mbabala constituency in Choma district of Southern Province. For years, the community has been promised by politicians that the road and bridge will be repaired, only to meet with disappointment as these promises were never fulfilled. Everson Java, a member of the community, has witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of the poor state of the road and bridge. He has seen people losing their lives and properties due to the inadequate infrastructure.
So ndasiga onda gora tulira bridge atanonga bayanda mafoti bambaka mboko mweka taswidiriri.
The urgency for the repair of the road and bridge is even more pressing for those seeking medical attention at Macha Mission Hospital.
Jesu kaye kuti bwambwa abere uchiko yawo chitikanja kwamba ati chitakulindira mamundamba chitakulindira kwa mame itanaza aite ubu yatwera mulwayi na ngoshi kutumbukola yakutumbukila na pe ngoshi kukola yakutufilira mulodi.
Patients, especially expectant mothers, face great difficulties in accessing the hospital due to the poor condition of the road and bridge. This not only puts their health at risk, but also increases their discomfort during what is already a challenging time. Fred Siwajene, another resident of the community, highlighted the struggle faced by school-going children during the rain season.
Mugati mu bridge mapenzi akutabambirwa bridge imota wari kuzwa ikumacha kumochari nebakasigawa ibendo mabatikali forcing kuti baranduke anomanza atieni ahola mubiri wainkira mane twakusambira wagobwe yamubiri.
In response to the community's challenges, Macha Ward Councillor Jorwe Mubambasu assured the residents that the government has allocated approximately 3.1 million for the construction of a new crossing point at Muyobe.
Our eyes are now focused on the Muyobe bridge that we have been given a contractor and funds are provided for under CDF to execute that project. As a community, we are expectant.
The poor state of Macha Muyobe Road and bridge has been a continuous source of hardship and risk for the community. John Shikabe, Prime TV News, in Choma District, Southern Province.
In other news, Favourite Chisi reports that Opposition People's Party leader Sebastian Kopolande has questioned the Electoral Commission of Zambia's proposal to remove the requirement for ballot papers issued by a returning officer to be stamped at the back for authentication. Dr. Kopolande has challenged the Commission's intentions in scrapping the official mark, warning that the move could undermine the integrity and credibility of the voting process. He has claimed that without the stamp, there would be no way to verify whether a ballot paper was officially issued at a polling station. Dr. Kopolande has alleged that the removal of the official mark on ballot papers is a scheme to rig elections and expressed a lack of confidence in the UPND government and the current Electoral Commission of Zambia to deliver a free and fair election.
Because there is no way to verify that this ballot paper is an official ballot paper. There is no way of telling that that ballot paper was issued by the electoral officer at that polling station. So why do you want to do that? Imingalato. We were told by Honorable Cornelius Muitua, the Minister of Information, only last week that Imingalato shall continue and Imingalato are going at a higher level. We heard it all. You heard it all. Is this part of the Imingalato? Legalizing illegalities? Legalizing rigging elections? Because that removal of the official mark on a ballot paper is a scheme to rig the elections. Now, that has to be removed. Zambians must stand up and fight that. Where will the credibility of an election be where the ballot paper, which decides who wins an election, cannot be verified to be authentic or not authentic? Zambians, I must say this to UPND. Really, really, UPND, you have disappointed me. I was with you in Parliament, Cornelius Muitua. I gave you the benefit of the doubt when you won the elections that you are probably going to do something better for Zambia. Look where you are bringing us. Look where you have brought us. You have raised poverty levels in this country from 60% in 2022 when we took over government. Now poverty levels in the Republic are 72%. 15.6 million people are in extreme poverty. Maybe your failure in economic management, which has been disastrous, could be forgiven because probably some of the things were out of control, such as fuel prices and stuff like that. The wars in Russia and may have been out of control. But on the governance front, governance has been fully under your control. You have been a disaster.
Traders at Macha Market in Choma District, Southern Province, have raised concerns over heavy business losses and frequent damage to merchandise caused by the incomplete market shelter. Speaking to PTV2 News, market chairperson Con Mulea said the market committee has repeatedly applied to the Constituency Development Fund for support to complete the market, but no positive outcome has been received from the local authority. He explains that the poor trading environment exposes goods to heavy rains and scorching sunlight, causing significant losses for traders. John Shikabe has more details in the following report.
Macha Market in Choma district of Southern Province has been a vital hub for local traders and consumers for many years. However, its incomplete state has caused major setback for businesses and has resulted in the loss and damage of goods every time heavy rains hit the area. In an interview with Prime TV, Macha Market chairperson Connie Mulea expressed his disappointment in the lack of progress towards completing the market.
Issue ya ninzi ya sheota ayaronda ambishishe ingatwagatara gwamba ora mwamurembere mwarembera gwinajizwa mburi ibantu bamu market omu yasiga nkura gwina nkuzwa umupempe uranjira mugati muhura manzi ino twaruromba gwamba gutete mburi nkurumende kamba ndayinka ndaraunda mburi Southern Province ino no market impati yorike ya Macha Market.
Despite numerous attempts to secure funding through the Constituency Development Fund, the Choma Municipal Council has not provided any positive outcomes. As a result, traders at the market are forced to operate in an unsafe environment. The absence of walls around the market leaves goods exposed to the harsh elements, resulting in frequent damage and financial losses for the traders.
Amenda turayanda swipengete muno muvusana motjani motuvete joku ya mujibikire manu mugabambirije kamba redeni ntaba tubambire batakabori bokate kuhohoterwa kunope tatuyandi abasana bambajinteji.
Eriha Ziu, a trader at the market, shared her struggle of conducting business in an incomplete structure. She explained that the constant exposure to sunlight and rainwater has greatly impacted the quality of her goods, making it challenging to make a profit.
Jisibuyu muyo mumusheota njo tusambalira ijindi wasiga nkura ihagusambara hesu hirateta hiranyonyoga amanzi tuhumba byo tusaga himana kunyonyauga.
Haziu is calling on the local authority in Choma district to prioritize the completion of the market so that traders like herself can operate in a safe and conducive environment. In response to these concerns, Macha Ward Councillor Jorwe Mubambasu has assured the community that the market will be completed soon.
Allowed them to move away from the street into the market. The challenge now is to try and complete it, which we unfortunately have not factored into the 2026 budget. We are trying to see other alternatives as council, which will make sure that I think this project be completed.
John Shikabe, Prime TV News, in Choma District, Southern Province.
Moving on, the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission has announced that out of 3,671 online submissions received countrywide for the just-ended call for applications under the 2026 Empowerment Products, 1,067 applications met the requirements based on the prescribed checklist. Speaking to PTV2 News in a telephone interview, CEEC Public Relations and Communications Manager Michelo Mukata said the Commission is still receiving hard copy applications from various parts of the country. Meanwhile, responding to concerns raised by Mansa-based entrepreneur Emmanuel Munsanje, who complained about the complexity of the online application system, the Commission shared that 2 deadline extensions were granted during the application period.